Good evening. First and foremost, I would like to say that I'm honored to be standing here on behalf of the graduating class of 2011. And with that in mind, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our honored guest, Mayor Carlo De Maria, Senator Sal DiDomenico, Superintendent of Schools Frederick Forestier, Assistant Superintendents Dr. Thomas Stella and Mr. Obremski, Principal Louis Baldy, Vice Principal Nicholas Venezia, members of the Everett City Government, and members of the Everett School Committee. Further, I would like to extend our greetings to our teachers, families, and friends who are here tonight to share this special moment with us. As the parents in the audience today must realize, this is obviously not our first graduation, as we have all graduated from middle school. But no other graduation has generated as much excitement as this one. Most likely, you've been waiting for us either to get a full-time job, start college, to join the military, or at least move out of the house. And after 4 years of high school, rest assured, we're still in no hurry. But in all honesty, we must give a round of applause to you, for without you, we would not be here tonight. Now, some of you have asked me to say something inspirational, something that will motivate you in the future. But after getting to know a lot of you in the past 4 years, one thing that I'm sure about is that you don't need any extra motivation. So instead, I'm going to focus on something else: happiness. Are we as students happy? And I'm sure that if you got 5 of us in a room, given enough time, we would start to complain about something. Whether it's the seemingly unnecessary advisory class, packed lunches, bipolar temperatures in the classrooms, or Rebecca Black. But while we're all guilty of complaining and dissatisfaction, if there's one thing that I would like to remind the graduates here today, including myself, is that we're actually quite lucky compared to the rest of the world. Not only because we have a free education and great teachers, but we're also good people. Or the fact that we're the first class to complete all 4 years in the new high school, which I think we can all agree is far better than any other building in the city. But we are also blessed to be part of such a diverse community that we can learn so much from. Look around you and you will undoubtedly see the rainbow. Today, I am expected to speak about the past, which is slowly but surely becoming a blur for us all. And as the great American astronomer Carl Sagan once said, you have to know the past to understand the present. Therefore, I'm going to speak about how swiftly the past went by us and what we can learn from it. When we look back, we realize just how fast time flew by. Of course, almost as fast as the 18-minute school lunches. But we have also seen an ever-changing world around us. Most notably, we've seen the election of the first minority United States president, realizing the values we most cherish as a nation. And you may ask, Ivan, what does Obama have to do with us? Well, I may not have all the answers, but I do know that minorities in the 20th century didn't gain all their civil rights at the same time. It took years of perseverance and legislation to change the mindset of society. And believe it or not, we are still experiencing that same aftermath, that same push for civil rights. It is certainly evident in our increasingly open-minded society. This is the world we live in, and we are part of the change. This is our obligation and our hope for the future. So as you sit here tonight, remember all the faces around you, all the people in the stands, and all the teachers that have in some sort of way influenced you. And as much as we try to pretend that it's not true, either in a positive light or a negative light, we are all shaped by the people around us. And to be aware of those influences is important in understanding ourselves. And even if we are all, to some extent, eager to move on to new phases of our lives, we must still look around ourselves and see the people that have made us who we are. At this moment, I urge you all to think of your friends, family, and teachers that have had some impact on your life. And I would like to share the most important lesson that I have learned over the past 4 years. Don't put off living to next week, next month, next year, or next decade. The only time you're ever living is in this moment. But before you head off to college, the workforce, the military, or the couch, it's important to realize that as graduates of Everett High School, you now represent this school for the rest of your life. So when you graduate from college or complete a successful interview, be sure to stand tall and let everybody know that you went to Everett High School. If, however, you make a fool of yourself in front of everyone, again, stand tall and let everybody know that you went to Malden High School. As one famous hip-hop artist once said, "We the best." Thank you and have a great night.
Now I shall acknowledge the honor medal recipients. These medals were given out at our awards night Monday night this week. Could those students who received the honor medal please rise for a round of applause? We have reason to be proud of these young men and women. They have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 or higher for their 4 years at Everett High School. Congratulations. Thank you. You can be seated. On Monday evening, June 6th, we held our 6th annual awards night at Everett High School. At that time, there were some 173 scholarships awarded to 95 students by 90 donors.